never done a live on YouTube before, but hop on here because one of the topics I'm talking about is taking your mask off in the outside world and the way that a lot of the time, we talk about the keyboard warriors or how people get online and behave in a totally different way as opposed to in real life. So, like, would you really be behaving the way that you are behind the keyboard as you are in real life? But I have another question. It's not just about being that way when you're behind the keyboard, it's also about being vulnerable and being your real self in the outside world can be kind of exhausting. There's so much going on all the time, there's so many people coming into your space, and I think that my best advice for somebody that is trying to bring their online personality or who they are, comfortable being online, into the authentic real world space, just start practicing. See what you are comfortable with online. See, sometimes I'll join different groups or, comment on different threads or watch how other people are responding. Sometimes that's not helpful. But really, I'm a huge experimenter. I like to experiment with the way people respond to me and how I'm reacting to how they respond to me. Because my main goal personally, is that emotionally I'm able to maintain a neutral, calm presence no matter what's going on. And that's not easy, especially when you're super sensitive and you can feel everything. And it's one of my missions because emotional intelligence is something that we're all developing as a species. And I think that everybody online is getting more savvy with AI. And I know in my heart that the more AI that we have, the more emotional intelligence is going to be required. And it isn't even just that it's required, it's that it will happen. We will 100% be able to increase our emotional intelligence because the more things, I guess, that we see that are fake and the more things that blow our mind because it's not real, the more we're going to crave the opposite of that because we've sort of seen all the things that aren't real now. And so doing the things in online world and getting to see how you feel in your body when people are reacting and responding to you, don't be afraid to go to a new area. It's something I used to have people do when they were in my programs. Was I would have them go once a week to a new location and not to do anything, no intention or anything like that. You're just going there to expose yourself to see what it feels like. Even just go sitting in a parking lot, go sit. Hello. Just being able to expose yourself to different scenarios and different situations because the mind is always. I don't have any programs right now. I'm only doing online streaming on Twitch, so I'm not doing those programs anymore. But I have a bunch of videos on here if you're interested. I used to do emotional intelligence coaching. I worked with hundreds and sometimes probably I've worked with thousands of people over the last decade or so. But my suggestion when you're masking and you're afraid to go be yourself out in the real world, every single group of people I've ever gotten into, if I'm really being myself, you will naturally attract who it is that you are. If you aren't being yourself, you will attract the people that will show you who you aren't. And those are where the triggers come in. And you can actually get triggered by people showing you who you are. Because if you have a wall up, and if you have, I'm Malima81 on Twitch, or you can join here, and I post shorts and stuff on YouTube. But yeah, so I suggest trying to be yourself and seeing what happens, because even somebody who is a mirror of you, somebody that really is someone who would care for you or nurture you or be part of your tribe or your community, those people might be putting a dent in your armor when they're being real and authentic. And I know that's really hard to discern in the beginning, but really, especially like for me, I had things kind of like wired wrong. So I was almost like fawning, like seeking people out because maybe they made me feel good about myself. And now, like, whether I feel good or not, it has nothing to do with those other people. It has to do with how I see myself. And I know if I trigger somebody, I know in my heart that I'm full of love and compassion. And I've worked with so many people that my goal is for other people to be able to be authentic, because I know that everybody has a superpower. Like every single person has something inside of them that is designed to connect with the people around you. And so when you aren't being fully yourself, you can't connect with those people. Okay? They can't find you, they can't see you. But when you're shining really brightly and you're being yourself, and sometimes I'm a handful, sometimes I feel like I'm being a brat, sometimes I feel like I'm a bitch, sometimes I feel like I'm a goddess and a queen, and I feel like I can handle this. But like the people that have really stuck close to me and stayed around me are the ones that I wasn't afraid to be myself around. And then I attracted people that were that real as well. It didn't matter what kind of opinion or judgment I had of myself, all of these people attracted to me, and we all have totally different interests and everything, but it's because we were all brave enough to be vulnerable. And sometimes you have to be the one that's leading the charge. Like I was a coach, so I was brave and vulnerable and took my mask off first in front of people because my goal was to attract people that wanted to hear me and wanted to listen to me. And I'm not going to talk about things that don't interest me or light me up, because then I'm not going to attract people that are going to resonate, and I'm just going to trigger people. So anyway, hopefully this video helps a little bit. I love when you guys ask questions on my reels and on my videos. I try to create more lives and more reels and more videos, because I think that this information is easily accessible when it's shared. Come visit me on Twitch. I stream 3 times a week, and I really hope to see you guys there in the chat. Talk to you guys later. I love you. Mwah. I don't know how to shut this off. Somebody help me. I'm still streaming. I don't know what to do. Shut me off. Here we go.